written on walls throughout halls of a Four Seasons lost. In Austin, I stalled, paused, my eyes crawled to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then it's his to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life, love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Often bears a pit, clip, running from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Close as she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you conceive.
Boom. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and you know where we're coming from because it's Friday. You can hear all the noise in the background. It's really quiet. Sean's not running his mouth like normal, talking trash to Keith because the 49ers are handling their business lately. So usually, there's a lot of trash talk going on, but Sean, you ain't got a lot to say today. He's quiet over there. Normally he's talking trash, and of course, we are at Cutting Up Barbershop and Salon, 35 Northeast 36th Street here in Oklahoma City area, just east of 36 in Santa Fe, right by the 7-Eleven, and if you over this area, you know exactly where I'm talking about. And they are open Tuesdays through Fridays from 9 to 6, and then on Saturdays 9 to 4. So come on in and see Keith, Sean. Chris is in the background back there somewhere. You know what? I kind of like Chris being in the back there. I don't have to hear his nonsense all on his sports takes because they're horrible. It's horrible. He has no sports taste whatsoever. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm on him. Anyway, we're going to talk about the Thunder. We're going to start off talking about the Thunder last night. It was hard watching that game, but I was mixed in between that and the Dallas Cowboys game because the OU game was before that. Then the Thunder came on, so we watched the end of the OU game. Part of the Thunder game was kind of crazy watching what was happening. But that being said, the Thunder, they're just so frustrating to me because we have a good team on one side, but on the other side, they just they play down to their level of competition. And part of what I had said yesterday on my keys for the game was the fact that the Thunder, they can't look at the record. You can't look at the fact that they were 2-4 in their last 6 games. You can't look at the fact they only have 9 wins and 25 losses. You just can't look at it that way. But of course, that is not what happened. And the Thunder fell to the Hornets 121-113. The Thunder falling to 15-20. And let's face it, nobody, you lying if you said that you thought the Thunder were going to have 15 wins at this part of the season. But they fell 121-113. The Hornets were 10 for 32 from 3. 54%, 52 rebounds, 66 pips, which is my favorite stat, as you guys know, points in the paint. Turnover 17, Oklahoma City 11 for 36. Once again, we think we're a three-point shooting team, which we are not. 42% from the field, 41 rebounds, only 56 pips, 12 turnovers, which is right about our norm. And then, of course, we got outscored 35-23. And a bench. And part of what, if you saw the show yesterday, I was talking about part of my keys were you have to have step up. SGA can't continue to do it all by himself. Everybody's got to step up. The role players have to contribute, and they did not yesterday. Now, I will say this, Trey Mann had a nasty dunk, though, last night. It was nasty. But that's not enough. He's got to come off the bench, and he's still trying to figure out where he fits with Isaiah Joe, who you're going to take, who you're not. Then on the other side of that with the Thunder, the thing that bothers me the most about them is they think they can shoot threes. And to me, Lou Dort, I like him, but, dude, you're a defensive player. Why are you trying to score? I'm tired of talking about this. Why are you trying to score? You've been a defensive player. You don't understand how to go to the basket. You don't know how to finish because you've never done it. Now you're learning over the last 2 years. And once again, we need a coach who coaches the team, not minutes. Don't coach the minutes. Coach the team. Now, one thing I will say in his defense is that he stopped starting G League players in the second. Dude, they're G League players for a reason. You come off the bench, they come in, they fulfill, somebody gets hurt, they get a couple minutes. You do not start a quarter with them. And what I said is he costs the Thunder 8 to 10 points a game, every game, because of his lineups. Because once again, he's coaching minutes. He's not coaching the team. Drives me nuts about them. But that being said, with 15 and 20, I still think we're going to reach the 31, because Sean only had him at 27 wins, I believe. Keith had him at 28 wins. I had him at 31 wins. So I think I'm going to win. I'm the sports guy. I should know what I'm talking about. Ain't that right, Sean? Yeah. These people have issues. And then, of course, we will be joined by my guy, Drew Henthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. He has been on fire in his picks. He's like 14 and 2 in his last, I guess what is he now? 14 and 2 or 15 and 3 or something like that in his last few NBA picks. So, but anyway, he's been on fire, so hopefully we'll have him come on so he can talk a little bit about it, because I was going to go talk about those Dallas Cowboys, his favorite team, and of course he's not on to talk about them because for whatever reason, I don't know. So we're going to do it. Go ahead and talk about the NBA scores last night and what all happened in the NBA. Man, I'm sorry about that. The Thunder, of course, lost to the Hornets 121-113. The Cavs lost to the Pacers, which I did not see that coming. The Indianapolis Pacers are just a weird team for me. I never know what they're going to do, when they're going to come on, and what's going to happen. So the Grizzlies, 119-106 over the Raptors. The Grizz are the Grizz. Clippers, the Clippers. The Jets Mets Clippers, that's who they are. I'm a Laker fan, so I cannot be a Clipper fan. I just can't give them any love whatsoever. Can you give them any love, Keith? We can't get a Clippers love. I know you're a Clipper fan, aren't you? Sean, you a Clipper fan? You can't be a Laker fan and a Clipper fan. That's like being a Yankee fan and a Mets fan. You got to be one or the other. It's almost like if you're a Laker fan, you're a Celtics fan. Same thing. Clippers, Celtics, same thing to me. You can't be a fan of them. The Knicks, of course, lost to the Spurs, which two terrible teams. But I would be surprised that the Knicks lost to them. But, of course, they were on the road in San Antonio. And then the Rockets and Mavs. The Mavs took care of business, 126-114. And Luka did not have a historic night like he did before, which those numbers that he put up the other day were just 60 points, 21 rebounds, and 10 assists. That's insane. That's insane. Hey, young man, you can use this charger right here if you want to charge it in right there. Just go ahead and plug it in there if you got room. Or there's one right there behind that, or there's one over there. So, anyway, sorry about that. Trying to help a young man get the phone charged for his big bro. You know how that is. Little brothers got to take care of the big brothers because big brothers, they lazy. That's why I told them I had 3 big brothers, they lazy. Make you do everything. Everything. Thank God I had 6 sisters so they could handle their business with me and take care of me, because my brothers, trash. Fortunately, none of them are listening to my show right now. But I do love my sisters. So anyway, we're going to take a quick break and thank our sponsors. And, of course, we are at Cutting Up Barbershop, 35 Northeast 36th Street. You can call them at 405-524-6100. And remember, they're located just east of 36th and Santa Fe, right by the 7-Eleven. And you all know where the 7-Eleven is. It's just right there, so you can't miss it. They are closed Sundays and Mondays, open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 6. And then on Saturdays, they close at 4 o'clock. So from 9 to 4 on Saturdays, they are available. Come on in and see Keith, Sean, Chris, my girl Allison's in the back over there. And then, of course, our boy, whenever he's in, we don't know when he's going to be in. So sometimes he's here, but he's always late when he comes in. But anyway, so that being said, I want to take this opportunity to thank our guys, all of our sponsors, because without them we would not be here, and especially YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, member of the FDIC, and if you want to go in for any car, personal, or business loans, please, by all means, go and do it online at www.ynbok.com. That's ynbok.com. Please go in and check them out. They are fantastic, and they will help you get done anything you need to get done. They are the people to see. Plus, they are a sponsor of us for our remote live streams at Black, women, and minority-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. We want to thank YNB for the sponsorship of that. And we want to thank Collaborative Logic. If you have any needs for any computer software to be written to make your office run smoother, they are the people to talk to. Or if you just need website design or any software done, they can do that. Or buy computers if you're expanding or you need to upgrade. SRB, my guy Mark Long, for any engineering, surveying, or planning. He is the guy to talk to over there. They love to be behind the scenes, do that. Oak Grove Trucking and my guy Jose Fierro. If you need some big boulders and rocks moved, he is the guy to talk to as well as set. And then Greg and Max Nafee, as always, my people that take care of me at NAFCO. They've been sponsoring me for everything I do, from my basketball camps to sponsoring kids. They are fantastic, and we want to thank NAFCO for all of their work and everything they did last night. Now, in the OU game last night, it was very hard to watch OU. They've got to have a quarterback. I'm sorry, Gabriel, he's really good in the first quarter. And then after that, he just cannot seem to get it together. I don't know why it is. I don't know what he's doing, but I wish that he would. But he just has a hard time putting his whole game together for more than one quarter. If he could do that, he would be great. But OU have a great recruiting class. I disagree with some people saying that he should be fired. I thought, they have a great recruiting class. They got Trace Ford to transfer from Oklahoma State there to OU, which is, I don't really understand that move. I don't know why you would leave Oklahoma State to go to OU. I mean, you've already making a name for yourself. You're already set. The only thing I can think of is for him maybe to go to SEC, but that's not until next year. So I just don't really understand the move that he made for that, because it'll give him a couple years in the defense. But you made your name at Oklahoma State. Why wouldn't you stay there and continue what you're doing there with them? I just don't understand that move. It's a lateral deal. To me, if you're going to go somewhere other than the conference you're in. Now, I don't know if that was a slap in the face to Gundy. I don't know if there's something that he wanted to prove. I mean, to me, if you dislike your coach, then you go to their arch rivals, a team that you know is going to play against them, and beat them. That's the only thing I think of. Or, take that back, he wanted to wear some Jordans. And who of us do not would like to wear Jordan? If you don't like Jordan, raise your hand. I'll wait. Exactly, that's what I thought. I'm not talking to anybody in this barbershop. Y'all all like, well, I got one guy, he don't look like he's a Jordan lover. This dude, he got a Reebok shirt on, so he may not be a Jordan lover. Are you a Jordan lover? Yeah. You don't like Jordans? So you a Nike guy? Or you a Reebok guy? Or you huh? You don't have a favorite, so you're not a Kobe guy? Are you gonna help me out, young man? Help me out with it. Are you a Jordan fan? You don't like Jordans either? Wow, you old school, you like Jordans, don't you? That's not your favorite though. If you say Converse, I don't know what to say. If you say some Converse, also. If you say Chuck Taylors or Dr. J's, we're gonna have issues. Who do you like? You like Jordans? I got one Jordan fan. What about you, young man? Two Jordans. Nope. You look like a Jordan fan. You like a Jordan fan. What you got on? What you got on Adidas, man? What you got? There ain't no. Does anybody rep Adidas? Is there Adidas? Who wears Adidas? Somebody name somebody in the NBA who's good and wears Adidas. I said somebody's good, not somebody's washed up. I said somebody who's good. Kobe was there 1 year. He was getting ready to go back though. I know that he was getting ready to go back. That's Cars. You're a Jordan fan, ain't you? I know my man in the corner got to be a Jordan fan. You a Jordan fan? You a Jordan fan? You don't like Jordans either? Well, you got mixed mac on little shoes on, so man, we ain't talking to you, man. I don't understand the kids. What is wrong with y'all? Why do you have to have different colored Crocs? Why do you have to have different colored shoes? Why do you have the different colored socks? I don't understand it. I don't. I don't understand Russell Westbrook wearing a dress either, but that's just what I'm saying. He's not Scottish. That is clearly not a kilt. If he was Scottish with wearing a kilt, I can understand that, but he wears dresses. I just can't. I can't see it. You like dresses? On dudes? Now, I know none of y'all, but I ain't gonna even ask y'all. None of y'all better say, no, I ain't gonna ask no dudes if they like a dude to dress. That is not a show that we want to talk about or have on right now. I'm just saying. How about your OU team last night? You didn't watch OU play last night? I don't know what to say. I don't have anything to say good. I'm an OSU guy. So I'm trying to say something nice about OU. They sucked. OSU sucked. I don't have any. It's football. I don't really care about football. If it happens, it happens. I just don't care about football. I'm a basketball player. We are the prettiest. We look the best. We make the most money, and we the coolest, and we the best dressed. We just look better than women like us better than do football players. I'm just saying. You look at basketball-wise versus football-wise, unless they're a quarterback. If you're not a quarterback, then the rest of them guys, they can't keep up. I'm just saying. They like us better. Wow, I'm just on some sort of rant today. I don't know what my problem is. But I got my Kobe's on, and I will take my Kobe's over my Jordans, except the Jordan 11s. I might have to take the Jordan 11s, I'm just saying. I don't know what it is. I will not take the baby blue ones, though, because that's my guy, Drew Henthorn. He loves some stupid baby blue ones. I don't know what the situation is with that. What is that? Oh, anyway, but in the OU game, I said, to me, OU's got several needs. One, they've got to have a quarterback. And the young guy that they've got, he's a freshman. He's going to be a player, but clearly he's not ready yet. But he will be at some point, but clearly he's not ready. But that's a guy that I really think that OU should go with and have a chance to do something major as a group or as a team. And then, of course, in the rest of the Big 12, let me pull up our Big 12 schedule. It's just been very frustrating for the Big 12 thus far. And I should have updated this. Of course, Baylor lost, OSU lost. And then when we look at the schedule, it's just so frustrating. KU lost, and then Ole Miss and Texas Tech. God, I forgot who won that game. That was my bad. I should know. I should know better than that. Texas Tech beat Mississippi, so we've got one win. Texas Tech beat Mississippi, which was great, 42-25. So a great win by that. Now, of course, we do have Washington and Texas. They played last night, and I was trying to watch that game out of the corner of my eye, but I just could not. Could not watch it. And of course, Washington won 27-20. So the Big 12 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses. The Big 12 is 1-5 right. 1-5 right now. It's just brutal. And then of course, what do we have coming up? As far as college football games, we got Michigan versus TCU. And when I look at that, I'm hoping that TCU can break it off and play a good game. I just don't see it, how they're going to be able to. I don't see how they're going to stay on the field with Michigan. The only play that they got, the only chance they have is to go long, throw the ball long, get some turnovers, stay in front, because if they're behind or if the game is close and Michigan can just run the football, there's no way TCU is going to keep up with that. There's no way. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. TCU has just got too much fire. Michigan's got too much firepower. I just don't see that happening at all. There's no way they're going to be able to keep up. Georgia, Ohio State. I think Georgia's going to be a good game. I think Georgia will prevail. I think offensively that both teams will do what they need to do offensively. I think Ohio State will move the ball because Marvin Harrison Jr. is just a second. He's just brutal. He's so good. So, and then plus to me, Ohio State should be playing with a chip on their shoulder because of what happened in Michigan and how they got embarrassed at the shoe. So, that being said, I'm picking Michigan and Georgia. I would like to see a replay of Michigan Ohio State is what I would like, but I think it's going to be Michigan and Georgia at SoFi on January the 9th. And, of course, on Monday we'll be talking about these two games and the whole bowl season and what all happened. And then after that, we'll be focused mainly on the NBA and what's happening with the NBA and what's going on with that. But right now, I'm just so disappointed in the Big 12. I mean, we were one of the strongest conferences all year. Then all of a sudden, towards the end, it just seems like everything fell apart. Oklahoma State is just, like I said the other day, they're a dumpster fire. They cannot focus. They cannot get players. It's just, they're terrible. It's just bad, all the things that's happened with that team and what they could do. I don't understand how they could do the things that they do with that team. But it's Gundy. It's clearly, but like I said, to me, I have zero problems with the transfer portal. I like the transfer portal. I think the transfer portal is fantastic because it gives players, it gives them power. NIL gives them power. For all this time, these coaches who are griping about it, you make millions and millions. You're making $10, $11 million off the back of these kids. They get nothing. You can't do anything for them. So to me, for you to disperse them from making money for being upset about that, I don't get that. I don't know how you can even remotely have an issue with that or say something bad. How do you not want these kids to make as much money as they could? I don't get that, and you should go overboard to make sure these kids can make as much money as they possibly can. I'm just saying I don't get it. It bugs me. I'm frustrated with that whole system and how they do everything that they're doing. So it just bugs me. It really does. I just don't know. I just don't know how. I don't know how they sleep at night. I mean, they're just greedy. And the thing is that you're in complete control. You have control over these people's lives. You can do whatever you want with them. They have no power whatsoever. They have no power whatsoever. I'm trying to text the hockey guy, High Stick Harry, to get him on. And we've talked about this a bunch. Kids should be able to go wherever they want one time. I don't think you should be able to leave each and every year because you don't like some coach, you don't like what happens. You get one decision, so make a smart one. Now, whether you should make sure that you could go somewhere else, you know that you're going somewhere where you're going to go. Just don't arbitrarily jump in the transfer portal. Think, oh, I'm better than what I am. No, you need to find out. Have your dad call some coaches. Have your brother call some people. Find out who wants you, what place really wants you. Not, that you're the number 3 or 4, because if you're number 3 or 1 or 2 decides to go to school there, you're out. So make sure you're the number 1 guy, get in the transfer portal and go on. Just don't jump in it. And a lot of these kids are jumping in it. That's why they're still stuck at where they're at and not being able to move. It's very frustrating, and I feel sorry for them, but that's kind of their deal. And we're joined by High Stick Harry, Ben Dillman. What's up, bro?
How you doing, brother? Everything good?
Man, you loud, man. God dang, man. What are you breathing? Are you talking? What you doing, man?
No, I said everything good.
Yeah, but god dang, your voice is loud, man. You all right? Do we need to get?
Yeah, everything's good.
Okay, that's better, man. You were like all up. Did you have your mouth all up on the microphone? I didn't know what was up.
I had it up to my ear because I was walking the dogs in.
Okay, I was saying your wife must not be there because you're being all cocky. So that's.
Nope.
I hope she's not
You're
listening right
dead
now.
on.
I hope she's not listening right now because she's going to get us both. Anyway, I was talking about the OU game last night. Did you get a chance to watch it? You were working, though. You didn't really get a chance to watch it, did you?
Yeah, I was working, but I got to see a little bit of it. I tried to follow it as much as I could. I know it was real close.